Welcome back to the channel, season 3, episode 67. And I just want to say I'm going to say happy birthday. What am I talking about? Happy Thanksgiving. Hit the like button. 28 people in here. I need 28 likes. I need y'all to hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, support the channel, and put some money on the table so that we can keep the stove on like it is now. But yes, happy Thanksgiving. We are doing our Thanksgiving marathon and we're kind of wrapping it up. During this episode, we are going to work on our sides. And I do have that Cajun butter roasted turkey in the oven. We have about an hour and 30 minutes left on the 3 hours. Then we're going to check it and see how it looks, take the foil off, and probably put it back in. I have some good news for the gang. Let me turn this a little bit. I have some good news. You guys know how I was telling you how I couldn't find a turkey pan in the last episode? Well, I called my big sis. She had a turkey pan. So, we are going to do the second turkey. It's going to be late, but it doesn't matter. While we're all eating and enjoying the food and the turkey that is done, we'll have the other turkey in the oven. And this was the turkey that was given to me. On the second turkey, we're going to do a garlic herb roasted turkey. So it's going to be really good. So we have two types of turkey. And this pot back here that is boiling a ton. These are the potatoes. We are going to make mashed potatoes from scratch. And we are also going to get our sweet potatoes on. We're going to taste those collard greens that we made yesterday. I don't remember what number episode it was, but check out the live stream from yesterday where we made our collard greens. And I'm going to add a little bit more water into my potatoes. And so, we're working on our sides for this episode, y'all. And I was putting on the cranberry sauce. So, but hey, how's everybody doing? What time is it where you are watching from? Y'all get the likes up, get the likes up. Let's get to, let's put some goals on the table. Let's get to 30 likes. Let's get $20 on the stove, or on the table to keep the stove on. Y'all, this is our Thanksgiving marathon. And I have been doing so many live streams that now I'm starting to talk crazy. So y'all bear with me. No, not... I did not mean to say happy birthday. It is not my birthday. I meant to say happy Thanksgiving. But like I said, we've been streaming all week long. So I'm kind of getting discombobulated. And I am not from California. I am currently in Alaska. And if you guys don't know, my YouTube channel is called 907 Good Eats. And the reason I went with that name is 907 is the area code for Alaska. I'm in Alaska. And no, I will not. And when you guys are in the chat, stay on topic, be respectful, be kind. If you're not, you know what we're going to do? We're just going to hide you on this channel. We're going to block you, kick you out of the kitchen. If you're not on your best behavior in the chat, you don't even deserve to be in the kitchen with us, Foodie Gang. You don't even deserve to be with the Foodie Gang and Chefbigbank in the kitchen if you're not gonna act right. Okay. I wiped off the tops to our cans. Like I said, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get our yams on the stove. So I have four cans of Bruce's. Last night we did prep for Thanksgiving and we prepped everything out. So check out that live stream. And y'all, I am going to be posting all the recipes on Friday because normally I do it soon after, but we've been having a marathon, so I had a lot going on. So Friday, I'm going to take a day off from live streaming to update all the recipes. And I also have a group on Facebook. So I'm on TikTok, all that stuff. So we got our potatoes on. And we're going to just let those cook and then give them time to get going. But how is everyone's day doing? Okay, we got one can open. We got 3 more to go. So, oh my goodness. So, my sister stopped by. She brought me a turkey pan and she brought the sweet potato pie. If we have time, I will show y'all the pie. If I forget, remind me. She also dropped off banana pudding. She brought a turkey pan, some soda. So we're going to have a good dinner party at my house. We're going to have a good little dinner party. It's going to be a lot of fun. My family, we used to always do dinner parties, but, you know, these past couple of years have been kind of crazy. So we haven't done like a dinner in a while. So we're all like a little bit rusty. But it'll be even better for Christmas. And I had to turn that down. I felt something pop on my arm. I said, oh no. When you're in the kitchen, be careful. Do not. Some people go to sleep when the turkey's in the oven. I was going to take a nap, but that did not happen. And I've been super busy ever since we got off of the last episode. It's like when you're hosting the dinner party, a lot of like last minute things come up. And then I normally keep my house pretty clean. But I was like doing a deep clean. And I even moved my kitchen around a little bit, all that stuff. So we got one more can to go. We are making our yams. I know a lot of people like kind of like they do like a casserole where they bake it in the oven with the marshmallows. I have never made that, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't even think I like that. I don't know. It's kind of weird, but we have sweet potato pies and we have yams. But that casserole is kind of weird to me. It's like I'm not really a marshmallow fan. So off top, that dish already had a bad rap with me because of the marshmallows. I'm not really a marshmallow fan. I like marshmallows in my hot chocolate. And I like marshmallows with s'mores. But other than that, I really don't like marshmallows that much. I be trying though. Okay, so we got our cans open. And we just put this over here. Can y'all see me okay? Can y'all hear me okay? Alright, and so I'm going to put this on this back burner. Okay, so for the yams, they are honestly pretty simple. It's kind of like you just dump it all in the pot, you give it a stir, and you leave it. You leave it alone. Yes, tomorrow is Black Friday, and let me tell y'all, I don't know how it is in your city where you guys live at, but up here in Alaska, Black Friday has super long lines. I do not like waiting in line. And I mean, it's so long where you can only go to like 2 stores. So I don't do Black Friday, but isn't Cyber Monday the Monday after Thanksgiving? Or when does Cyber Monday happen, Foodie Gang? Because that's the one I'm going to do. I'm going to do Cyber Monday so I can just shop from home on the computer. Super easy. I don't got to deal with lines. But when is Cyber Monday, Foodie Gang? Let me know. Because I'm going to make sure that I make that one. And y'all, I haven't even started my Christmas shopping. I know some people start super early, but I haven't even started yet. I haven't even started yet, Foodie Gang. But let's get the lights up. Okay, so we got our yams in there. And this can isn't opening all the way. Go. Some people like to put a lot of cinnamon in their yams. I just put enough. I don't put like a whole bunch of like stuff. Some people will just be doing the most, in my opinion. Okay, let me move this back over here so y'all can see it. Okay, so we got our yams in there. We got our yams in there. The next thing we're going to put in there is some vanilla extract. And we measured all these ingredients out last night. And let me just run these cans to the trash real quick. Be right back. Yeah, one thing about the holidays is that you get so many dishes, and so much trash. So many dishes and so much trash. It's like, that's the only bad part about, like, cooking a big meal like this. Okay, I'm about to move it back again. Okay, we got our cinnamon and nutmeg that we're going to put in here. Let's sprinkle that like this. And then we have some butter. I will see if we need to add more butter. This is half a stick of butter. And we may need to add more butter, but we'll see how it goes. See what it's looking like. And then we have our sugar, brown sugar and white sugar. And then we're going to put some syrup in here. Okay, so I have about 15 people coming over. But you know how people are when they hear that there's food on the line. Everybody's showing up. So I'm shooting for 15 people. And me and my sisters, we always make a ton of food. We really enjoy doing dinners. But we haven't done one in a long time. So. And then I'm going to put some syrup in there. I'm going to do 1/4 of a cup. And then I'm going to give this a stir. When you are stirring your yams, be careful. You don't want to stir them too much because it will start to like break up. Let me get a wooden spoon. Okay, and so we got all of our ingredients in there for our sweet potatoes. And this pot is not hot yet. I'm going to put this on the stove. And you guys can see, I'm not even really stirring it. I'm just putting the sugar below the water so it can start to dissolve. Same thing with the butter. And then we're just going to let this cook for a long time. We're going to let that cook back there. Is it going to fit back there? Probably not. Let me go over here. That's another thing about Thanksgiving. The stove is never big enough. Let me move y'all a little bit closer so y'all can see what's going on. But it's like when you're making all this food, your kitchen and your stove is never big enough. But y'all hit the like button. We got 8 likes. Come on, y'all. Double tap the screen. Hit the like button. Support the channel. Put some money on the table so that we can keep the stove on. Okay. We got our mashed potatoes. They're going. We have our yams on back there. And we are just going to do low and slow for yams. That is the way to go. And I'm going to give these potatoes a stir just to kind of see. The last time I made mashed potatoes on this channel, I felt like I didn't cook my potatoes long enough. So I kind of want to, let these go for a little bit and make sure that they are all the way soft so that they break down better. In the meantime, we are going to work on our cornbread stuffing, and we are going to work on I heat up my milk and my butter for my mashed potatoes so that the potatoes mash better. And Zeb said, looks good. Yes, thank you guys so much for stopping by my kitchen for this Thanksgiving marathon. We have been going back-to-back live streams. So y'all bear with me because your girl getting tired. But this is how it is in Thanksgiving. Everybody's cooking, especially for the holidays. Let me get a pot, 2 pots. So we're going to heat up the stock for our cornbread stuffing. And we are also going to heat up butter and milk for our potatoes. When you have mashed potatoes and you use warm butter and milk, it helps the potatoes break down better. And it will not cool down the temperature of your mashed potatoes. If you're making mashed potatoes and you pour cold milk in there, what it's going to do is drop the temperature of your potatoes. And you're going to have cold mashed potatoes. So, heat up the milk and the butter. There we go. There we go, y'all. I got the words out. Okay, and remember last night when we prepped out our cornbread? So, we made cornbread in the oven and then we cut it up. And overnight, I let it dry out on 2 plates. And so then I put it in a bowl so you can see like my cornbread's a little bit hard. That's what you want. You want day old cornbread. And if you do make it the same day, it'll still be okay. But you want day old cornbread, you want stale cornbread, so that when you add your warm stock to it, it will not break down too much. We also have our celery and onions, and then we have our seasoning blend that we prepped out last night. Butter and parsley. It's finna go down, y'all. So, let me throw this away. And I got the milk over here. And so the milk that I'm going to be using today, I'm going to be using whole milk. And then I have the ingredients that we prepped out yesterday for the mashed potatoes. So, I'm going to put the milk and the butter in the back just because that pot's a little bit bigger. So, and I have 5 pounds of mashed potatoes in here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to unwrap my butter. Okay, y'all. This is Thanksgiving. This is our Thanksgiving marathon. We have been going back to back with these live streams. Y'all support the channel. Become a member so that you receive exclusive content. I'm also releasing sneak peeks of my content to my members. And as well as so many other perks. Okay, so we got our butter on here. Let me wipe my hands off. And like I said, when you're making mashed potatoes, heat up your butter and milk. Sometimes I'll even put my butter and milk in the microwave if I'm feeling kind of lazy. You know, we have those days too. Don't think because I'm Chefbigbank, I don't ever have a lazy day. I eat chips and sandwiches on my lazy days when I don't feel like cooking. But when I come here, I'm cooking. So, let me check my recipes really quick. I got my notebook right here. All my recipes right here, y'all. Written on paper so you know it's good. My handy dandy notebook. My handy dandy notebook. When I first started 907 Good Eats, this notebook was completely empty. And after a year of being on YouTube, we've been here for about a year, y'all. The Foodie Gang was established in 2023. This notebook is almost full. Almost full. So we have just been cooking that much. All right, food gang. I need a cookbook with a table of contents. Table of contents, so I can go right to the recipe that I'm looking for. That's what I need. And Rainy girl, how? Thank you so much. She said she's a keeper. You find a girl with a cookbook. Oh Lord, you on to something good right there. Yeah, I need a real cookbook where I have a table of contents so I can go to the recipe that I'm looking for, and it'll be even faster. And so I got 2.5 cups of milk, and then so yeah, I just need a cookbook with a table of contents. Or am I saying it right? Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know when you go to the front of the book and it tells you what you're looking for? I need one of those so that I can just get to the recipe I need to get to that way faster than having to flip through. But Foodie Game, one day I'm gonna have a cookbook. Are y'all buying my cookbook when I get it? Okay, so we're making our sides for Thanksgiving. We have our potatoes on. We have our yams on. We have our milk and our butter heating up for our potatoes. I'm going to put some chicken stock on the stove. We are going to start mixing together our cornbread stuffing. It's a lot. I know it's a lot. It's a lot. But yes, shout out to the foodie gang. Here we go with our cornbread. And this cornbread is so good. I use Jiffy. Okay. 2.5 cups of chicken stock. Putting that on the stove. We're gonna get that heated up. Heated up. Excuse me, y'all. I gotta try some of this cornbread. Alright, try some of the cornbread. Make sure it was good. Let me get another spoon for it. You want to be careful when you are heating up your butter and milk for your mashed potatoes, because if your milk gets too hot, it'll curdle. What that means is that your milk will break, and so it'll just look really, really weird and have a really ugly texture. It'll taste the same, but it'll just look nasty. And so you don't want your milk to curdle. You don't want to get it too hot. And what I like to do for my mashed potatoes, if I'm heating my milk and butter on the stove, I would just add my seasonings into my milk and butter mixture. And then we got our seasonings here that we measured out yesterday during that live stream. Keep the stove on by sending a super chat with your thoughts or a Zelle to chefbigbank@gmail.com. But y'all, we have just been going back to back with live streams. I did not know this, but you guys like to watch me prep out food. I had no idea. I always do my prep before I get here, but now, or sometimes I'm going to do it with you guys because I know that you guys like seeing the whole process in its entirety. So we're just going to put some seasonings in here. And I'm going to save a little bit of this. This is garlic salt. I don't want my mashed potatoes to become too salty. So I'm just going to put this off to the side. We have 1 hour and 6 minutes left on our Cajun butter roasted turkey. And you guys, everything here is made from scratch and made with love. See, hold on, I'm about to tell y'all a story. what I was gonna say is, when you go to somebody's house or you go somewhere to get some food, and you see that the cook is mad, and they're like slamming dishes, and you can tell they got an attitude, don't even eat the food. Don't. It makes a big difference. The type of attitude the cook has when they are making your food. It's different when someone actually likes to cook versus they're cooking for a paycheck. It is a totally different experience. And Rock said, good eating. Yes, we are going to be eating good. I'm making a couple of dishes. My sister's bringing over baked beans, macaroni and cheese. She already brought over the sweet potato pie and the banana pudding. And I am making Cajun butter roasted turkey, yams, mashed potatoes, gravy from scratch, and cornbread stuffing and collard greens. I don't know who's eating all this food, but I know we finna be eating good. And this is 9:07. Good eats. And John said, what time you're eating? Okay, y'all know my people are always late. So we're shooting for 4, maybe 5. My people's always late. So we gonna see. But once the food is done, I did my part. When y'all come when y'all want to come. I did my part. We good. But let me show y'all this sweet potato pie that my sister made. My sister, you know how I was telling you guys how I don't like to bake a lot and because I don't feel comfortable? Well, my sister loves to bake. She makes funnel cakes from scratch. She makes sweet potato pie, banana pudding. She'll even make cheesecakes. Y'all, I'm working on getting her here on the channel so that she can bake with you guys because she is the real baker, you know. But let me check out this pie. But yeah, she is the real baker. You know, she made this sweet potato pie from scratch, and she was telling me that normally she roasts her sweet potatoes in the oven, but she used the Instant Pot this time. But look at this sweet potato pie. Oh my goodness. We finna be eating good tonight. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's gonna be good. And yes, I am in Alaska. I'm in Alaska, and right now, let me see what time it is. It is 2:11. So we're still early. We're still on time. You know what I'm saying? I know that you guys probably already have eaten already. But yes, that's the sweet potato pie. Like I said, I don't know who eating all this food, but it's finna go down. Okay, so I'm gonna turn my stock up. We got our cornbread stuff in here. We gotta get back on the food again. I'm getting distracted. And yes, Books, you ain't never lied. It looks delicious. Okay, so let me just check on my temperatures. No, I don't like that burner. Yes, we got a lot here. Okay, so I'm gonna put the celery, the celery and the onions into the cornbread. And we're making cornbread stuffing. I made this the other day and I really, really enjoyed it. Super, super delicious. You guys have got to try cornbread stuffing. It's a nice, like, sometimes we feel like we're eating the same things all the time. This is a nice break from traditional stuffing, cornbread stuffing. So, really, really tasty. So, we got our seasoning blend. We prepped this out last night. If you are wondering what we prepped out, watch that live stream. I'm going to update all these recipes most likely on Friday. I'm going to take a day off from live streaming just so that I can make sure I give you guys all the recipes of what we cook. Saturday, we're coming back. We're doing the Saturday Foodie Gang breakfast. For those of you that are new to the channel, every Saturday we do the Saturday Foodie Gang breakfast. So every Saturday morning, we hang out, we cook. I share a recipe with you guys, and we just have a good time. We kick back and we relax. So we're gonna put a little bit of parsley in here, and I also have some butter here that I'm gonna put into the stock. And if you want to, you can add meat to this. I do not put meat in here. When I make regular stuffing, I'll put meat in there. But when I was cleaning that turkey out, y'all, I do not like cleaning out turkey. Like, I wish somebody else would do it. I didn't like the way the neck was looking. I don't know if it always looks that way. I don't know. But I was just like, But I do have turkey necks in my collard greens. And that's another thing. We're going to give that a try and see what they are tasting like. And we got our butter here. Oh, I'm putting in the wrong thing. The butter goes in the stock. Why y'all didn't tell me, foodie gang? Alright, so we're going to put our butter in here. Let that break down. And I'm gonna let y'all know, when you're in the chat, be respectful, or you will get kicked out the kitchen. Okay. And you know, like I was saying, if you go somewhere to eat and the cook looks very mad, I don't recommend eating that food. It is not gonna be right. It is not the same versus someone that's making your food with love. It really does matter. Okay, and then we got our milk and butter heated up. I am going to put it on low because remember how I was telling you that the milk can curdle? I don't want it to curdle, so I'm going to put that on low. Let me get a spoon, and we are almost ready to start mixing our cornbread stuffing. Let me check the time. Okay. And like I said, I'm going to do a second turkey. I could not find a turkey pan, but I was able to acquire one. So we are still going to do that second turkey. It's going to be a quick live stream right after this one. Ooh, one of our pieces of cornbread fell out the bowl. And so what we're going to do is we're going to pour our stock in here. And we're going to mix it up and then put it in a tray. It has to go into the oven for about 30 to 40 minutes. And this can fit in the oven with the turkey. Speaking of turkey, let me just... Smelling good. And Just Me's right. She said it's that transfer of negative versus positive energy. I'm telling you, if you go over somebody's house and they're mad, they're arguing over the food, don't even... this is what you do. You say, I already ate before I came up in here. I am full because... like Just Me said, it's that negative energy. It's so like, I don't like it. Ugh. That's why I can't be watching some of y'all YouTubers. Y'all be acting cray. It's like, you know when you're around someone negative, doesn't it make you feel like, doesn't it make you negative at the same time? It makes you become negative. Versus when you're around somebody that's positive. Like that energy is just like, contagious. So we got our chicken stock and our butter, and we're just gonna pour it in here. And we have made this before on the channel very recently. We made this and it was delicious. And I wasn't gonna make stuffing because we have so much food already. But you know, I was like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and make it and just be done with it. And so when you stir your cornbread stuffing, I don't like to stir it too much. And then I'm going to get a pan out. And then I like to put a pan underneath these, just because sometimes this foil can be flimsy. I do not have a large pan, but I do have a pan. Just do it like that. And then we're going to just dump this out. If I was using a glass dish, I would spray this, but because I'm using one that's like a reusable dish, I'm not concerned about it like sticking and making the container like, messy or anything. So I know after we eat this, I'm going to throw this away. And a lot of people like to bake their stuffing with the turkey. I have always done mine separate, and I just don't like it touching the turkey. I don't know, y'all, it's weird. But you know how, like, some people don't like their food to touch? I don't like my stuffing to bake with my turkey, and I never have been into that. We've always made our stuffing separate. So this is going to go into the oven when the turkey comes out, and then it's going to go into the oven when the turkey comes out, and then I'll have enough room where I can slide the garlic herb roasted turkey on top. So, and just me agreed. She said, I don't like it touching either. And like, even when I see photos of a turkey with stuffing around it, I'm like, ooh, it just, I don't know what it is. And I read this article one time. I don't know if it's true, it's all allegedly, but I heard that the turkey does not cook properly with the stuffing. So, I don't know, I just don't like it touching. And just me said, I'm scared of salmonella and E. coli. Yes, and then it's like, I want the turkey drippings. I want the juice from my turkey so that I can make a gravy. So, okay, and then we're going to hop over to our mashed potatoes. And let me clean up a little bit. Y'all know how I do over here at 907 Goody. But yes, I do not like my stuffing and my gravy to touch. I mean, my stuffing and my turkey, I do not like it to be cooked together. And stuffing doesn't need to cook for that long. Like, it doesn't. And then it's like, if you cook your stuffing and turkey together, does your stuffing come out mushy because all the juices from the turkey? Like, I don't know. It's kind of weird to me. But y'all do what y'all want to do. I'm just saying how I do it. Okay, and then I'm going to turn my potatoes off because I know that they're ready. And this is what I'm going to use to drain the water off of my potatoes. So, going to give this a stir. And double check that my potatoes are done. They are definitely done. So, I'm just going to pour these over that strainer. And you want to be very careful during this process because this water is super hot. Be very careful. And if the sides of my pot felt hot, I would use oven mitts, but these don't feel hot to me, but to you they might. So be careful. And what I'm gonna do is this same pot that I cooked my potatoes in, this is the same pot that I'm gonna mash my potatoes in as well. But shout out to the foodie gang. Y'all up on a holiday, spending it with Chef Big Bang. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to this mini marathon. And shout out to all the sponsors of the show that we have had during this mini marathon. I really appreciate it. Let me adjust this one more time. Okay, I'm gonna leave it. But shout out to all the sponsors that have contributed during this Thanksgiving week when we've been having this mini marathon. I appreciate it so much. And I appreciate everyone that has even stopped by and said hello. I really, really appreciate that. And when I am not going live, I try my best to make sure that I'm stopping by other content creators, talking in the chat, always commenting. I don't know what that sound is outside, but somebody's doing something. Okay, and I'm going to take this back really quick because I'm going to dump my potatoes back in here over the sink. And then I have my potato masher right here. When I worked in the kitchen, we used to mix our potatoes in a mixing bowl. You can, if you have a stand mixer, feel free to do that too. And Kat said, new sub here, love watching your content, but I have to say, it's a turn off seeing your Nightbot. You know what? As a content creator, the Nightbot is very helpful because it reminds you guys of the important links that I have. And so, Nightbot is gonna stay. We're gonna be here. It's gonna stay. So, y'all gonna have to put up with it. But yes, we're making our mashed potatoes right now. And then I'm mashing them by hand with the masher. And then we're gonna put our warmed up milk and butter in here. And we got a whole lot of mashed potatoes. And I use red potatoes for this. You can use any type of potato that you want. It is totally up to you. Ooh, it smells so good. I can smell the garlic. I can smell the Italian seasoning, the basil. It just smells really good. It just smells like homey comfort food. Really, really delicious. You know the thing I really love about cooking, foodie gang? I love the eating part, but I like feeding other people as well. And it's just a great, when you feed somebody and they really enjoy your food, it's a really nice feeling. It truly is. Now, working in the kitchen, sometimes people are happy and sometimes they're kind of mad with the service and all that stuff. It's very, very difficult if you do get a mean customer when you're in the kitchen because you're just trying to do your job. So when y'all go out in the world and you go out to eat, be kind. Be kind. Okay, so we got our mashed potatoes here. y'all see that, foodie gang? We got a big old pot of mashed potatoes. But y'all hit the like button. We are at 18 likes. But I know we can get to 30 before we get up out of here. Let's get some new members. Let's get some money on the stove. But I did one live stream and it went so well, and I was like, you know what? I'm already cooking. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go live and show you guys the whole dinner, like the prep and everything. And so it's been a great couple of days. Yeah. We got one more episode and we are gonna be the finale. I mean the marathon is gonna be coming to an end. We got one more episode. During my dinner party, I may go live, show you guys my family. I might just take a picture. We're gonna see how they acting, cause do y'all have that family member that you can't take nowhere? Or the family members that you can't tell nobody about? So, you know. Or it's like, you really never know what they're gonna say. And that's nerve-wracking as well. That's nerve-wracking as well. Okay, so we got our potatoes. I am going to give this a taste just to see where we're at with the flavor. And I'm going to add all that milk in there, but we're going to taste this. Maybe a little bit more salt, but this is how the food needs to be tasting when you go to somebody's house. This is how the food needs to taste. I might put a little bit more salt in here, but I think it's kind of good. I think I'm gonna put a little bit more salt, but besides that, it's good, foodie gang. Perfect recipe. Another thing I do want over here on 907 Goodies is all my recipes I taste. So if I give you guys a recipe from somebody else, like the other day I did Martha Stewart's recipe, I will communicate with that with you guys, and I will let you know. I will never give you a recipe that is bad. I will never tell you to cook something that is bad. And Daniel said, I love me some mashed potatoes. So when I was younger, my mom didn't really cook mashed potatoes, honestly. For Thanksgiving, she would always make rice because that was one of my brother's favorite, but she wouldn't really do mashed potatoes. And so I started doing these when I got older. You know how some things that your parents do, you kind of keep that tradition, and some things you start new traditions. Well, she didn't really do mashed potatoes, but I love mashed potatoes, especially with the gravy. Oh my goodness. So good. Okay, and then what I do is I put these on low heat. And I come back and stir them every once in a while, see if I need to add some more milk. And they're ready to go. You put some of that homemade turkey gravy on top of your mashed potatoes, on top of your turkey. I'm about to put that pot holder on the burner, y'all. Y'all didn't even tell me, food gang. Y'all ain't even tell me. I'm getting ready to light us on fire up in here. We're gonna do this. We're gonna move this back over here. Is this the right lid? No, maybe it's that lid. Maybe it's this lid. Okay, that's the right lid. I was like, what the heck? Oh, this is the lid for the yams. Okay, let me get cleaned up. I want to show you guys these collard greens before we get up out of here. Okay, I got the mashed potatoes done. The yams are cooking. They're going. We got 40 minutes on the turkey. The turkey's been in there for 3 hours. After that 40 minutes is up, we have a Cajun butter roasted turkey in the oven. But I want to show you guys my collard greens because we were working on these yesterday. And I told you guys I was going to cook them in the slow cook or move them to the slow cooker because we started them on the stove. We started our collard greens on the stove. I told you guys I was going to move them to the slow cooker and let them cook and put them back on the heat the morning of Thanksgiving. So they have been cooking for a while. We are going to taste them and see if we need to add any more seasonings, any more hot sauce, or any more vinegar. So let me clean it up a little bit. But hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel. 21 likes. Let's get to 30. Come on, Foodie Gang. Double tap that screen. Okay. I'm about to show y'all the collard greens, and we're gonna see what they tasting like. We're gonna see if we need to add anything, and we're gonna see what it do. What it do. Okay, let me get another. Like I said, on Thanksgiving you have a ton of dishes because you gotta like taste and all that stuff. So let me see if I can slide this over. I might have to unplug for a second. Let me turn it off. I'm gonna unplug it and move it over here probably. Okay. You don't see that? These are the collard greens. I have moved them to the slow cooker. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug the slow cooker up over here. So. We're going to see what this is. Okay, you don't see that? Oh my god. Okay, so we started our collard greens on the stove. I have smoked turkey necks in here. And these have been cooking for probably like 6+ hours. They've been cooking for a long time. The great thing about the slow cooker is it frees up the stove, and you start them on the stove so that they can cook down, and so that you can cook your turkey necks, and then you move them to the crock pot. And so then it frees up your stove. They don't burn. You know what I'm saying? It's just perfect. So just stirring that around. I want to make sure this is on. I'm going to put this on high. And I'm going to leave the lid off so that some of the liquid can like cook down and start to evaporate. We got our turkey necks breaking down. So yeah, let's taste these and let's see what it's hitting for. What I like to do when I taste my collard greens is I get a bowl because it can get messy quick. And this liquid is super, super hot. Can y'all see how hot it is? And then Lil said, "Give me some, please, so yummy." And I use smoked turkey necks. You can use ham hocks in here if you're someone that eats pork. Ham hocks are good. Back when I used to eat a ton of pork, I would actually put ham hocks in my greens. So, we have our bowl here. Let me get a different spoon that has some holes on it. So I got a slotted spoon with some holes on it so some of my juice can drain out. And then I'm just gonna put a little bit in here, and we're kind of just gonna give it a taste and see if we need to add more vinegar, if we need to add more Mrs. Dash, if we need to add more Tabasco. Always want to be tasting your food. Use a different fork. Once you taste your food with this fork, do not dip the fork back in the food. I shouldn't have to tell y'all that, but there's some people out here that need these kitchen tips. Okay, so here we go. Okay. We need more salt and hot sauce. Oh, let me get my notebook. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna put some more salt in here and some more hot sauce. Yeah, pretty good. And this is what you do. I think we might need to add some more vinegar too. I think we're gonna add some more vinegar. I got my handy dandy notebook. Handy dandy notebook. Okay, so we're gonna put some more vinegar and Tabasco into our collard greens. And this is what I do. With my collard greens, I put a little bit in there, I wait, taste them. I put a little bit more if it needs it. So we're gonna put our Tabasco is my choice of hot sauce for collard greens. And I feel like greens should have a little spice to them. I feel like they should be a little spicy. And then we're gonna add some more vinegar. One of you guys asked me yesterday, what does vinegar do? It's hard to explain. If you know how greens taste, you will know vinegar is important. It just gives it that bite. And when you eat your greens, you should be tasting layers of flavor. So some more vinegar in there. And we're just going to slide this off to the side, and we're going to continue to let this cook. We're going to let this cook for probably like 9. When I say a long time, I mean a long time. I like to cook my greens. The more you cook them down, the better that flavor gets. The meat will start really falling off the bone. Greens are one of those things where it is better a couple days later, better the next day, because you can really taste all the flavors. So, yeah, y'all, that's how I make my collard greens. Okay. So we got our collard greens. I'm going to try to slide this back and see if you guys are... See if it's going to work. Okay. Collard greens is on. Almost ready. We got 30 minutes on the turkey. We have our yams on the stove right now. Cornbread stuffing is ready to go in the oven. We are going to work on our gravy after our turkey gets done. I like to use the pan drippings from the turkey to make gravy. So, think that's everything, Foodie Gang. Right? That's everything, Foodie Gang. We're gonna just let these babies cook. Yeah, we're gonna just let them cook. Let them do their thing. Let me see what time we got. Ooh. And I'm in Alaska, and in Alaska, let me check the time. I think it's like two. It's like 2:44, so it's going on 3 o'clock. So in Alaska, we haven't even eaten dinner yet. Yeah. So I'm behind everybody. I'm in here in my own state, but I think that's everything I wanted to show you guys during this live stream. I am. Oh, and then Bruce said Thanksgiving food was done at 3 p.m. over here. Okay, okay. Well, you know what? We like to eat around like 4 or 6, like real dinner. Like, when do you have dinner at 3 o'clock? Like, that's early dinner. But whatever you guys do for you and your family is perfectly fine, and it's totally okay. I know some people like to eat early, and then some people like to eat late. It's whatever you do, whatever your tradition is that you do. And Bruce said Alaska is the cold up there. It is -4 outside today. And that's probably why I've been moving slow. It is really, really cold today. -4. Have you guys ever even felt that? It kind of makes me wonder, like, well, what am I doing up here? And then D said, "Ooh, okay, laugh a lot. I'm in New Jersey. It's 6:45. Laugh out loud." We and Bruce said we eat dinner at 6 p.m., but Thanksgiving is early. Oh, I guess I understand what you're saying. And like I said, everyone is different. But my family, they be on CP time anyway. If you say dinner's at 3, they coming at 6. So they coming at 6. They coming when they want. But shout out to everybody that came in during this Thanksgiving marathon. Thank you guys so much. We have one more episode to go. So, okay. I wanted to do 2 turkeys. I could not find a turkey pan. I have another turkey pan. So as this turkey coming out, we're gonna put the cornbread stuffing in. We're gonna make the turkey, and then we're gonna put it in the oven. And the turkey should get done when we're eating, and if not after, that's okay, because one of the turkeys will be done. So we're gonna have food. Everything gonna work out. When you're in the kitchen and things don't work out, stay calm, Foodie Gang. Stay calm. I don't even get mad no more. But yes, y'all, they didn't have any turkey pans at the store. So my sister had a pan at her house. That was a good size. So we're going to use that. But I will see you guys in a little bit. Back for the finale of this Thanksgiving marathon. I am going to be making garlic herb roasted turkey. And the one that we have in the oven is a Cajun butter roasted turkey. Oh my goodness. And Emperor, what's going on? What's going on? He said, what up though, 907 goodies? And chat, smash that like button. Happy Thanksgiving. Well, Emperor, we are so glad to see you. How are you doing today? How is everybody doing today? You guys probably have already eaten, but we have not had dinner yet. It's going on 3 p.m. But we already have so many of our dishes done. I have one turkey in the oven that will be coming out in 30 minutes. And then somebody else gave me a turkey, so we're going to make that one no matter what. And Empress said, fighting the itis right now. Y'all, if y'all don't know about the itis, I'm going to tell y'all what the itis is before I get up out of here. So, the itis is when you eat and you get tired after, and you want to go lay down. But I don't know if you guys have heard this, but it's bad to eat and lay down. So when you gotta fight that itis, y'all pray for Emperor right now. He going through it. That itis is real. Okay, so on my channel, I do a lot of cooking. I don't normally eat a lot of pork anymore. I made a bacon cheeseburger. I took one for the team. Y'all, I ate that burger and I was tired for 2 days. It was a good burger though, but it had your girl about to fall out. I was super tired, so I know what the itis feels like. Y'all pray for Emperor. Okay, we're gonna get up out of here. We're coming back in a little bit for the next episode. I'm gonna charge my phone up, wash these dishes, and then we're gonna do the finale. I'm gonna make another turkey, a second turkey. The first turkey is almost ready to go. And Empress said, I'm about to get up and get a third plate. You know what? My dad used to always go to the buffet, and what he would do is, you know, when you go somewhere and you eat and you leave? Not him. He would stay there for hours. And he was like, you got to sit and wait for your food to go down. You can't drink no water. I was like, it was crazy. I'm like, Dad, just eat the food. Drink something. But he had rules and he had a whole like setup. But Foodie Gang, this episode has been real. Hit the like button, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and follow me on all my social media platforms. Shop the Foodie Gang store and get your merch. And I will see you guys on the next episode. This is our Thanksgiving marathon. We've been going live back to back to back. We are not done yet. We have one more episode, so y'all stay tuned. And Empress said, peace and blessings, y'all. Don't drink and drive today/tonight. And enjoy the itis. Yes, y'all. Be safe out here, Foodie Gang. We got more episodes. We got to talk some more. Y'all be safe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm your host, and this is Kitchen Talk with Chef Big Bank. Shout out to the Foodie Gang. I'll see you guys in the next one.